All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about Sunspot, a character that a lot of people have been asking for a very long time. The man finally made it to Marvel Future Fight, and the dope thing about it is he's actually free to play friendly. If you log in, you can literally go into the lab and cook up 10 biometrics for this guy right away. And let me show you guys a quick little 10 pop here. And as you can see, they have an event going on right now that gives you 2x the amount of biometrics that you would normally get. This is the first time we've ever seen this. I hope they expand upon this because it would be cool to do 2x for card crafting and all that stuff. But yeah, you can actually get this guy from simply crafting his biometrics, or you can use, let's collect these really quickly, you can use these X gene selectors, and he is in here as well, which is absolutely fantastic. It has been a very long time since we got a free to play friendly mutant, and this guy is, in my opinion, a must have for new and returning players that are still climbing to tier 4. He's a great pickup because of the fact that he's really good as a DPS, and he's also a good support character for your fire characters. Okay, so you could run a team with him and Human Torch and tag team world boss content, and it would have synergy. The dope thing about him is when his DPS eventually fails you because he doesn't have tier 4 right now, you can then fall back on his support passive to buff your Ghost Rider, your Human Torch, your Jean Grey, etc. So very good kit on this guy. He actually has damage accumulation in his kit, and I want to say he can be proc friendly, but you're gonna ideally want to use him with a CTP of Judgment. Honestly, that's what I'm throwing on him because these days we don't get that many characters that can use a Judgment, so I figure I might as well give him one. And the reason why I say that you might want to consider using a Judgment or a Rage, but ideally a Judgment since he's elemental, is because of the fact that you have to do a slight delay on the third skill here. See what I'm saying? And the hits happen almost right away. Like, you have to really be careful. Like, there you go. You have to slam down if you want the 5 pillars to come up. So to cancel out of that and then go into 5 and then 4, it's going to be a tough sell to proc with him, okay? And then the rotation after that would be 3 delay, 5 cancel, 4 cancel, and then proc on the 6 when the 6 is available, okay? Lots of hits, good burst, and I love the fact that he has a V-pad, okay? And it's not a slow moving V-pad, it's decent speed. Okay, it could be faster, right, but it's decent, and it has invincibility on it. Love it. Okay, so with accumulation in this kit and multiple skills that you can cancel with a support passive and being free to play friendly, I honestly think without tier 4 I don't think they could have done more. Okay, I know he kind of feels like Human Torch, but that's just how his power set is. There's nothing they could have done. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's see how this guy rocks out. If you guys want to build him, it's completely up to you. This is the build I have on him, and I'm going to keep him like this for now. You know, I think he'll be good for me for Shadowland, because especially with Cosmic Core now, possibly, I don't know if they're going to keep it being how it was for the anniversary, but if if they leave the Liberation in there, best believe Shadowland is going to be climbed on a weekly basis for me. Now, I know Null is not the most difficult of bosses, but we're starting here. Bear with me. Okay, so since we're gonna get caught up by the cage, might as well try to... Oh, hold up. Stun immunity on the tier 3. Ooh. 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 Oh, he caught me this time. He caught me this time. I guess we could incorporate the second skill. So we could go 3. If you're using like a Judgment, like if you're not using like a regular damage proc, then you can incorporate the 2. You could go 3, delay cancel 2, then 5 cancel, proc on 4, And if it's the tier 3 rotation, then obviously you sit in the tier 3 because it has a 100% damage proc on it. And you just cook. Legitimately just cook. Let's move to the top here. Look at the damage. Observe it. This team could technically be stronger with Dazzler on it, but we don't need no Dazzler. We're going to keep it free to play friendly. Even though technically I have Dazzler on my free to play account because you can get it for free for the anniversary and stuff, but with Storm now having a free to play friendly uniform and Cyclops getting a big buff to his support passive, like little boy, literally he has me out here thinking I might actually tier for him, but I'm definitely gonna wait to see what they do for my boy Bishop. Okay, definitely. I wish he was around for more of hold up, X-Men 97. Ooh. I wanted to see if we could just push it, not have to do that whole phase thing, and we could do it. God damn it! Anyways, let me see what else the boy can do. Okay, we're gonna run stage 49 here against Ultron and see how Sunspot does. And I chose Ultron specifically because there's a couple issues with Sunspot. You're gonna see right there. He can get caught up in his skills if the enemy moves away, and it causes you a bunch of damage when it happens. And then on top of that, his tier 3 is not, hold on, an iframe. So a character like Ultron that moves around a lot, if he can target you, he will move, and when he moves, you will lose a bunch of damage from your tier 3. And that will happen a lot with the 3 and the 5. Like, you'll notice a big difference in the DPS when Ultron moves out of the 3 and 5 and the tier 3 as opposed to when he doesn't. But despite all that, we still do pretty decent damage. I know Ultron is not as difficult as he used to be, but I think this is actually pretty decent. Stage 49, level 70, 10 bars in a minute is not bad. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so almost 2 bars on the regular rotation. We gotta be careful he doesn't move. And then another thing is, hold on, I gotta be careful here. I have to use the co-op there. Because he's one of those characters that places a lot of effects on the map, sometimes you won't be able to see what the boss is doing, like right now. And they might layer different effects under the fire, and you can't see it, and then you die. So you gotta be very careful when you're using him, that you're paying attention to what's happening with the boss, even though sometimes it's very difficult to see, obviously. Okay, hold on, move out of that. I kind of want Ultron in the middle right here. It's not bad. Ooh, I wanted to get off another hit on him. I don't think I triggered the invincibility yet. Nope, I did not. Damn it. It is what it is. But as you can see, he does pretty decent damage. I get it with tier 4s in the game. This doesn't look impressive at all, but it is what it is. He doesn't have tier 4. Yeah, we were so close to to getting him. Oh man, that sucks. Alright, let's put Psych out here. We just trigger this guy's thing real quick. Damn, Psych, you feel so slow, my boy. Pop, 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 pop. And now we just go ahead and do that, Really? Expected a lot more damage from that rotation. Okay. Pop, 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 pop. Quick little 1-2. Damn. My movement speed looks so bad. Alright, here we go. And we're done. So, I think he's actually decent, but obviously with all tier 4, he is more so for new players. But you guys can let me know what your thoughts are on this guy in the comments. I don't expect majority of the existing players with tier 4s are going to invest in him unless they really like him, but it is what it is. I'm happy to see more free to play mutants, so I'm out. Peace.